Hey guys, I'm here in Lavoie, the Midwestern hoof trimmer, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to make this foot look like this foot, and this foot look like this foot, and this foot look like this foot. Just as soon as I finish relaxing in this super comfortable bed. Let me show you why this is such a comfortable bed. First of all, we're in beach sand. It's so clean here. Dry. And then just above us is a fan. There's fans staggered all the way down the barn, as well as the side ventilation. And I'll tell you one thing. Stepped on some poop. And I'll tell you one thing. This pen is a lot more comfortable than the hoof trimming area. Because even though we work hard, these cows are working really hard, and we need to make sure that they are as comfortable as possible. Right, big girls? So you've seen me do videos on this farm before and feature this farm. This is our Wednesday farm, Birdling's bovines. I've been here for quite a while. I mean, like quite a few years. Towards the beginning of my career, I've been trimming 17 years. I think I've probably been here 15 years. But they do an amazing job. Cow comfort, milk production, feed quality, breeding program. So all around great herd of cattle. Oh, and how could I forget hoof health? Of course, they do an amazing job of hoof health.
So I'm going to start off with balancing her heels, not only from claw to claw, but leveling the angle of the pedal bone. This is what is unique about the balance method, which I pioneered through the study and dissection of cadaver hooves, and is why I've been asked to hold workshops and speak at hoof trimming conferences all over the world. I didn't intend on it when I started this video, but maybe I'll make a little slideshow at the end of this video and talk about some of the places I've been, take you guys there, show you some pictures. That's a great idea, you guys. Thanks for thinking of that. Stick around till the end. Anyways, back to this hoof. I'm just finishing up got the leveling done. I was doing a little bit of dishing in between the claws with the backside of my grinder. This just helps the manure pass freely in between each claw. Then I just touched up her toe length, which wasn't really off by much, and now I'm just finishing off that dishing, smoothing it out with my knife a little bit. She had a little bit of bruising there, so I wanted to get a little more dish, almost a slight model.
Oh man, I nicked this cow. Blood like crazy. Oh. I hope she's gonna be okay. I'm just kidding. We were leaking a little oil. Should have tightened the nut up. Oh man, can you throw me my glove, Pedro? Thank you. I still didn't hear you.
So again here, I'm going to start off by leveling each claw as well as balancing the bone structure of each claw. If you'd like to see more detail of this in the dissection of a cadaver hoof before and after a balanced trim, I'll put a link to one of my earlier videos where I show this in detail at the end of this video, as well as a link to it in the description below. Now as I get the balance all finished up, I'm just going to do a little bit more dishing again to allow the manure to pass between the claws. Check out any little bad spots on the sole or the white line, and this little one on the white line here. I eliminated the crack. There's a little stain left, but that is no longer a crack. That's just a little manure stain.
Well,
why you wipe more?
any more complaints?
Oh, to wash the shoe, what is the
Nozzle?
no?
Pressure washer?
You buying the something to wash the shoe?
Yeah, spray nozzle. Yeah, you need one of them. Anything else I can get
You
you?
say you got that in your house. I hope for Christmas is coming.
For Christmas, I'll get it done.
The chain for last year.
Rope.
And,
But I got shirts. But I got shirts.
oh yeah, finally.
You hear the crap I gotta take, Mama? You hear that? I'm gonna show you guys this foot here. It's pretty curled.
What I like, laying on the beach with sunlight in my eyes, laughing with my friends under the sky, following our hearts and then we take a ride wherever. I always try to let my spirit fly. Oh.
If you enjoy my videos, hit the like button and share them with your friends. And always leave a comment. In this video, why don't we comment what you do or did as an occupation, as I really enjoy getting to know who my followers are.
Down a fair amount on her heel here. She still has plenty. 2.5 inches from top down is the minimum. She's well within that. But because her heel was high, it was offsetting her weight over to this side, and we didn't want to take any down there. She's actually overworn. This trim is perpendicular to the wall. What I took here is not wall. That was extra hoof that had been folded over because her wall is at such an angle. You can see the edge of where her corium is and where the wall is coming down. This is going to help her stand more straight, and this is going to keep that folded edge from cracking off. Come on, girl, put your foot down for us. Let's go look at that from the back quick.
I'm going to pause that right there. You can see how much straighter the bone structure is in her right leg that has been trimmed compared to her left that has not been trimmed, and how much more underneath her body the leg is because of the balanced trim. This is going to help her wear more evenly and of course be more comfortable.
Glad you didn't poop on me while I was showing you guys that.
Well, that's all of the hoof trimming we have for this video, but as promised earlier, I'll put together a little slideshow of some of the places that I've gotten to travel to speak at conferences and conduct workshops. I don't have much video of these as I hadn't started my YouTube channel until 2020, right about the time COVID started. And unfortunately, I don't have pictures of every place that I got to teach or speak, but here's what I came up with. So my first overseas hoof trimming trip was to the UK, destination Bristol, England, for the 2017 NACFT Hoof Health Conference, which is the UK Hoof Trimmers Association. But I spent a week in Scotland first, hanging out with this guy, trimming, touring, and having fun. We could make a whole video about this trip, but neither of us had YouTube channels at this time. My next trip was to the Dominican Republic, and being that it was winter at home, this was quite a treat to be putting on a small workshop for a few veterinarians as well as a couple of the local farm staff that were interested in getting into hoof trimming. Even though we were somewhat disadvantaged by a lack of machinery, these guys were masters at getting the job done right with what they had. And as usual, I made many friends and I can't wait to return. Even though I had taught quite a few hoof trimmers already, my first pro workshop was with this group of guys in Perry, New York, the Hendrickson Hoof Trimming Team, a few of whom had been trimming longer than myself. This set the stage and opened a door of which many pro hoof trimmers would seek out my training of the balance method. And during that stay in New York, I had an opportunity to attend the Batavia Hoof Health Conference and give a presentation there as well, which went very good. And shortly after that, I was back to the UK for another NACFT Hoof Health Conference where I stayed with my friend Neil Barrett, the big guy, and we worked with our mutual friend Ben Westaway, the smaller guy that looks like me but bald. And the three of us trimmed together on a few farms before and after the conference. I can't wait to go back and hang out with these two blokes again. The next few months I would spend stateside traveling all over the country providing workshops for groups of all different skill levels, but for the most part they were pro workshops before yet another return to the UK, where I met up with this guy again who had just started a YouTube channel. If you go back to the beginning of his channel, he made this really nice video, which is my favorite of his actually. I don't know why it doesn't have more views yet. As well as another one about the NACFT Hoof Health Conference that we attended together in Liverpool, where I was both a speaker as well as a presenter on live workshop day. I'll put links to both of those videos in the description down below. And shortly after this, I found myself in Russia working with my friend Yuri Koshkutent and his group of 17 professional hoof trimmers, which they have made a very nice video of. And funny enough, I woke up this morning to another video that Yuri had made about his work with me that he asked me to share on my YouTube channel. And that will be up very soon, so stay tuned. And after returning home from Russia, it wasn't very long at all, and I was back on a plane heading to the University of Leipzig, Germany to do a presentation for VetTech Bovibond at the university's Hoof Health Symposium. After returning home from Germany, I barely had time to unpack and repack my bags as I was headed to Ireland to do a 2-day workshop for the Irish Cattle Hoof Trimmers Association. I also had the opportunity to go hoof trimming with a couple local trimmers before and after the workshop, as well as take a small tour of Dublin, and while in Dublin you have to visit the Guinness factory.
So this brings us to the beginning of 2020, which is when I started my YouTube channel. And I did this thinking with all these amazing travels that I go on, I should be doing a YouTube channel and taking you guys with me. And we had a really fun lineup for 2020. We were starting off back in the UK again for Synergy Health's Cattle Lameness Academy Hoof Health Conference, as well as a mini workshop on each end of that conference. Then we were going to be taking right back off to Poland, as well as we were working on another workshop / miniature conference in Russia. That was going to get us through the first couple months, but there was something happening about that time, which little did I know was about to offset everything. I still started my YouTube channel, and it's been really fun, and we're starting to travel again. As most of you know, if you follow my channel, we just recently got back from Egypt. Hopefully you've already seen that video, but for those who haven't, here's a couple highlights.
So just like all my other workshops, I start off with PowerPoint presentations where I'm explaining everything from terminology, anatomy, all the way down to cell growth of the hoof. And then after that, we start working on cadaver feet, then dissecting them so that the hoof trimmers can get a complete understanding of the balance of the bone structure. And from there, we move on to live cows. If you want to see more of this video, I'll put another link in the description to it as well.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, do that now. Ding the little bell, notifies you next time I put up a video. Till next time, we'll catch you on the flip flop. Bye.